Welcome back from the short break, or should I say a long break? But then we need it because this is Nigeria. Fashion is also our culture and our tradition. You know, a lot of people in the Yoruba culture, in the Igbo culture, and of course in the Northern culture, we have a thing with Ankara, which is called Atempa, in the northern part of Nigeria. And guess what? It's part of fashion because a lot of us, lots of young people and old people, there's a way we just dress our attire in a way and manner that looks so appealing to the eyes, to the heart, and to who desires. Well, it's another fresh episode if you're just catching up with us, and today is going to be a special one because I am here with Perpetual, who is a fashion designer, joining me in the studio to discuss fashion and how she has elevated in the fashion industry and how the fashion industry has been a place of peace for a lot of young people. We know how the economy is these few days, and I just like the fact that a lot of young women, a lot of ladies, young men out there are really looking for their passion and venturing into it, especially the fashion world, because we all love to look good. Every day we want to wear new clothing. Like me, I love it when I see myself dressing in new attires, especially when they are made by people that I love. So fashion is something that we all love. We have lots of fashion designers right now. So today we're going to be discussing the fashion industry, how this particular person has elevated and how she has tried to manage so hard in the economy. Hi Perpetual, thank you for joining me on Entertainment Circle today.
Hi, Annabelle.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, viewers out there. I'm in the entertainment segment today with Annabelle.
Yeah. So, you know, I just needed to share, you know, for a start, we need to know you. We need to know how the fashion industry has been for you. Knowing fully that, you know, you had the drive for quite a while, but then going into it, you had to find this passion about it like 1 year ago. And I'm just wondering, why just 1 year ago? What happened? What's going on? You just decided to go into this fashion thing when, I don't want to say the economy because I just kept saying it, but we all know we can't shy away from what is happening in the country, you know. Now you just decided to go into it when things are quite difficult. And we all know that the market is not an easy place. It's like a battle and a fight. The strongest man or woman wins in the market these days. So just tell us about your journey. Tell us about the fashion industry basically. What does it mean to you?
Okay. Well, fashion to me in its entirety has to do with expression in styles, mood to suit your occasion. And those expressions, they have to be very comfortable. That's why I see fashion as something that makes you comfortable, be it elaborate, be it casual, and be it simple.
Right.
So for me, while growing up, I was someone that likes clothes. Like, I feel so elevated. I feel so happy whenever I'm gifted clothes. Like when it's Christmas, when it's birthday.
Yeah, you know,
I'll be getting
new clothes, right.
I feel so excited. And then while progressing in school, I noticed I loved home economics. I loved it, and then I loved the practical section. So where we do all those stitching,
needlings and stuff.
All of that. So I do very well in them. And so along the line, I find myself most times at home trying to stitch clothes, trying to do adjustments and amendments. Then while in university, I think my friends made me notice you have fashion sense. So most times they come to seek advice, like, I'm going for this occasion, I need to put on this, I need to put on that. I see how I try to combine the colors, I try to give them the styling, because then I had not started making the clothes myself. So I try to pick one or two. I have a Pinterest board, then I go there and pick up styles, and then sometimes I create them too. I tell them, okay, for this occasion, I want you to appear like this. So they have their designers trying to bring that creativity to life.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, most of them are not satisfied. They still come back and be like, this style was really nice, but the designer spoiled it and all of that. So I now told myself, if I can be this creative to actually bring out something, and then someone that is supposed to bring that creativity to life is making a mess of it, then I should learn how to do this. So that was just the drive, the push and passion, and I started. And being in the industry, well, it's been a roller coaster because the economy has a very huge impact to create. Nigeria has had its fair share in all of this due to fuel scarcity, shortage
Yeah,
in power supply,
right.
and all of those things has affected production globally.
Yeah.
And I am not left out.
Of course not.
It has made sales slow too. It has made production also slow. But we just keep moving because someone
That's the
said,
energy.
you want to trust God, be an entrepreneur.
Of course, you had to be an
Yeah,
entrepreneur.
so that's what it is.
Well, it's actually a great one because we're not finding it easy, whether you're in the fashion world or you're not in the fashion world, or whether you're just doing your buying and selling, whether even when you are a chef or you cook and you have like the mama put on the roadside, that you know that one major thing that we don't fall off, we don't even forget is to eat. But at the same time, we have people who find it even difficult to eat 1 square meal in a day. So imagine you having other clothings and then you just want new clothes. Sometimes that's the battle I battle with because I always want to have something new every week. Like it's like I just want to have new clothes. If I just have that thing about, and I'm wondering why haven't I even gone into the fashion thing? But then I can't just know everything. I don't want to just go into everything at the same time. But then there is just so much more I got to understand about the fashion lifestyle, the fashion industry itself. If there is nothing good in the fashion industry, young people will not venture into it. Because I'm wondering sometimes, like, I know more than 20 people that are into fashion and making clothes. So who should I even patronize? So, you know, sometimes it's quite confusing. But today you are with this because everyone has his own perfection and what his drive is. Some people love to make two-piece. Some people are so perfect when it comes to making pants. Some people are perfect when it comes to making boo-boo dresses. You know, that's like their niche. That's their own their own, that's what you tag them with. That's their style. That's the word. So, you know, every time and every year we all have our styles, and I understand where you're coming from when you spoke about the market, how Nigeria has had its ups and downs and how it's slow. And now when it comes to, you know, let me say 2 years ago or 1 year ago, to buy a fabric, when buying a fabric, I buy fabrics, and I'm very sure the viewers out there can relate with me 100%. I buy fabrics a lot. So sometimes I can just be on my own and I'll see fabric and I'm like, I love this. I buy it and just keep it. Anytime I'm ready to make it, I make it. And buying fabrics from 800 for crepe has just jumped to maybe 1.5, and now it's like 2,000, 1.5, 1.8, 2,000, 2.2, 2.5, and it's just crazy. So how will a person who is getting like a fresh entrepreneur who is getting into the business, let's say maybe the person is just done with his fashion school, maybe December, and is trying to go into the industry, how are they even how do you think they're going to be able to balance this whole thing? Because if you as a person has been in the industry for a while, you're able to make, when you're supposed to make a profit of maybe, let's say 3,000, you made your 3,000 and maybe now you're making your profit of 8,000, and they are starting new. They can't start making that profit of 8,000. How will they balance their costs and their profits?
Okay, so I think the devaluation of the Naira has actually affected production of goods generally. And Nigeria, it's a country that heavily depends on importation of fabric, textiles, and accessories, basically for sewing. So I think, talking to the young people that are just starting, I would advise that they don't overproduce.
Good.
Yes. Overproduction,
nice. I love that.
Overproduction will make them run at a loss. Because with the economy, you go to the market and you're making simple pieces. You're supposed to consider the consumers. Like you're making a medium, large, extra large. And then when you make like 3 different pieces and you're making extra large, you're making medium, and then you go for the next piece, you're making large, you're going. At the end of the day, if you don't have that visibility, you don't have people buying all of those products.
True.
So I just think that what they should do is they should not overproduce.
Okay.
Yeah, just to have that balance.
Yeah.
So you know, as I'm going and I'm making these new collections, I'm making crepe, you just buy crepe like maybe black or white, pink, depending. Some people like colors.
Yeah,
so you
like
just
me.
Buy,
I like pink.
You just buy the colors that you know, okay, when the viewers or the audience, they see it, it will wow them.
Yeah.
So now when you start getting those orders, you can now produce.
Instead
of just
that's when you build your market, you've gotten your clients and all of that.
From the beginning, because you actually need that visibility.
True, I agree with you.
That visibility, you can now start making bulk production. So you don't run at a loss.
Yeah, because like a lot of young people now, you know, when people see people getting into this business for a while, like sorry to mention, like Vicky James. I want to bring that into the picture. You know, there are lots of people, oh, look at her, she's making money. How will you do a training and you're calling 1 million and all of that? You know, a lot of people don't know the toils, the journey, the failure, the difficulties, and how you've elevated from where you started to where you are today. A lot of young people, not only in the fashion industry, we're in a rush, including myself and you. You know, there are sometimes when somebody is doing something like, but I can even do it better. So why am I even not getting to that level? But we forget that one thing we need to know about business is for us to be able to build that market, build that customer base, have that standard, and let people appreciate your work. People will come for you. I don't think you even have to even get stressed and look for people that difficult. People, you know, there's something about recommendations, that people will refer you. People will refer you to people. If I see you looking good, like besides what you're wearing is looking really gorgeous, and then if I see this and I'm like, I'm wearing it, like, where do you make it? You know, you can easily refer that person, oh, I want to make it and all of that. Than all these fashion designers wanting to just go beyond where they're supposed to be. So just as you said, one thing that is very important to all the viewers out there, if you are into fashion, you're someone who has thrived, you have passion, this is what you want to go for, and then you are seeing passion as one place that is a stop for you, and you're seeing you growing and elevating in that industry, don't rush it. One step at a time. You want to make a collection, do it minimal quantity. You can do 5, you can do 3, or even 2, or even one particular design. Get buyers, wear it, let people see it. If I were you, I will make what suits my body, because you are the #1 customer service. You are the #1 model in your industry. So announcer. So if people don't see you looking good in your brand, like Perpetual, look at her. Just look at her. Just take a look at her. You know. So you you have to make sure that it looks good on you, and a lot of people will come for you. So moving forward, I am curious, like extremely curious, to know what are the kind of collections you have. Maybe you see that, what are your niche, like what is the selling point in your business, like going forward. I know Vicky James is very good with corsets. We know her, she's a corset queen. So what is it you do? Is it corset? Is it, oh, I just like the young lady vibe, no, the mommy's vibe, the new bridey vibe, the anime kind of vibe, and all of that. So just tell us your niche, basically.
Basically, I tell people I dress people, and I make sure people don't walk around naked.
All right.
So that's like how I introduce my brand.
Wow.
So we cater for every kind of style, but I think mostly I like modest apparels.
Wow.
Yeah, they try.
I love modest.
Like whenever I make pieces that are modest, I think I have more customers.
So
yeah, we cover for people that want their bodies covered, and then all of that. So corporate fits for office, we can style you for occasions, wedding, whatever it is. We cater for everybody, as long as you wear clothes and you don't walk around naked.
That's actually great. You know, the idea, now this brings me to, because I really genuinely was looking for the best time to have this conversation, and thank God I am with you. You're a young woman, a very beautiful one for that matter. A lot of young people, I don't know, don't judge me, but then a lot of young people know, especially ladies, I don't know what we drive in showing our body outside. I know it's okay for people to dress the way they like, is what you believe in, but you know, sometimes, okay, like places like going to church, going for weddings, going for naming ceremonies, going for kids' children's birthday. You know, there's a video online. Okay, that lady was, I think, I can't remember whether she was just modeling or she was just doing skits, and she's just wearing, I think, just something. It was not really that too open, but it was quite short, and I think a crop top. And there was a child that was there. I think it was a garden or a playground, and she was just using that place to create her content. And the child was now asking her that, why is she dressing like that? It's not good for her eyes. You understand? So, you know, like a lot of young people have not really seen this modesty as the way to go. But trust me, I can testify to that. There's a way you dress when you are modest. The way you carry yourself, even if it's President Bola Tinubu.
Yeah.
When you see him, you carry your shoulders up because you know deep within yourself that you are looking extremely gorgeous and presentable.
Yeah.
So that thing about modesty, I don't know, how do we get to even convince these people to understand that, see, it's okay for you to look, it depends on the occasion you're going to. When you're going to club, I'm not telling you to wear bubu or what Perpetual is wearing to club.
Yeah.
No. When you're going for your friend's birthday party, you can dress based on the outfits of the event.
Yeah.
If you're going for weddings, I think you can be a little bit classier, a little bit dressed up. When you're going for dinner, you can also be, it depends, you can also be a little bit sexy and also a little bit modest in a way, because it's a dinner, and I think dinner is not club, dinner is not party. There is a party, but it's a dinner party. You're basically going there, make friends, mingle. You can meet your helper. You know, we always pray and say, God, let us meet our helper, locate our destiny helper. But we don't know that sometimes we miss those helpers because our helper are not expecting us to look the way we're looking and all of that. So when it comes to dressing modest, I like the concept of your business. Like, it's just something, I love it. But then I just need you. Now let's not be like, oh, is Aname is always attacking us, or Aname is always telling us do this, do that. It's our life. We can live it the way we like it. Yeah, so live your life the way you like it. But then I'm only looking out for my people, my ladies out there. You know, let the men not feel left out. I'm helping you. I'm saying what is in your mind. But then we should also learn to dress modest, depending on where we're headed. So I think you should also say what you think about this, because it's something I've been wanting to genuinely talk about.
Okay. So for me, like I said earlier, fashion is about comfort. Like, as much as you're comfortable in what you're wearing, there's no problem.
Right.
So I believe everybody walks out of their room looking at the mirror.
I'm like, oh, I look good.
I look good, I look fine. So as long as you're comfortable in what you're wearing, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, okay, I agree. I do not have a problem with it as well.
Yeah.
But there are lots of... Okay, I think you're trying to shy away from something.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
No,
so now...
the thing is, let me say, it's a stage. I can say it's a stage. Because at some points in time or in life, I would have probably dressed in a way to suit an occasion.
Yeah.
And for me, what I understand by suiting that occasion is probably wearing revealing clothing.
Yeah.
All that.
But you can wear revealing clothing when it suits the
exactly.
occasion.
So that's why I say it's about comfort. You understand?
Yeah.
There are some people that can just put on a pants trouser and just a long sleeve and still go to a club.
Yeah. No, it's just how they feel it suits them.
As long as it makes them feel comfortable.
Okay.
I do not have a problem with it.
Okay.
So it's about comfortability.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think someone who is into the fashion industry, I agree with you 100%. Someone who is into the fashion industry, a lot of people will come to you for consultation.
Yes.
A lot of people will come to him like, oh, I just want to dress up. I just want to do these, and then I just want to look classy.
Yeah.
What is classy to you? Let me see what do you see classy as? What does it mean for someone to be classy to you?
For someone to be classy, has to be the choice of clothing to suit an occasion.
Okay.
Okay, now I can prefer to wear a suit, and you can prefer to wear a corporate
dress
for a business meeting. We are both classy.
Yeah, we are both corporate.
You have the charisma and how you carry yourself. So that makes you classy. So when you're picking outfits for those occasions, you check the fabric texture. You have to make sure you're not using just like a minimal fabric for this outfit, because you have to go for high quality fabrics. Those fabrics gives you that feel. You know, when you dress luxury, you feel it.
You feel it.
Yes,
yeah.
you feel it.
Of
That's why
course.
it's an expression. You feel it.
Right.
So when you want to dress someone who says, oh, I need to be classy, first, what I do is I pick a style that suits the occasion first.
Right.
Second is the fabric type. That is what you do. The fabric type. You pick high quality fabric. You don't just pick
any other fabric just because I just want to make this dress, right?
And then you know how to pair them with a good shoes, with
a
good bag,
good makeup, the hair,
and trust me, you're classy.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. You know, I just like the idea of the fact that sometimes we always want to come out our best, but we genuinely, a lot of ladies genuinely do not know how to manage that and balance those two things together. Like young people now, because I wouldn't want to say the older people, because you know there's a way you've experienced life in a way and manner that has made you, you know, growing in life has made you learn so many things that has changed your mentality and exactly.
So that's why just is comfort.
And for the young people out there, you know, a lot of people want to learn. There are a lot of people that will see you, that they don't even know you, but when you pass, they will see you pass. Maybe you have neighbors. When you see you pass, they'll be admiring you. All those young children, they are smart. They see you, oh, I like what auntie is wearing. Oh, auntie looks good all the time. Oh, auntie, I love this. I love that, you know. But then that expression will not be there, but they are wondering, how does she get to manage to do that? But growing up now, there's something about life that would now teach them things on a different angle at the same time.
Life
Now, yes. So now, meeting someone who is used to being so, sorry to say, so exposed.
Okay.
Let's say being that in that way and manner, and then person is just so used to it, and the person is coming to you as someone who is a fashion designer to be able to advise and convince them, because if I can feel that way, I know a lot of people feel that. There's a way I wear my things and I'm like, convince me to do something different than the usual thing I'm doing. It's difficult to convince a human being, but then have you met people like that in like going for like for the past few months that you have been in the industry, or past few years you've been in the industry? How do you tend to manage people like that? How do you even tend to advise a lot of young people? Because the men out there, now we're going to whisper this. The men out there, see, a lot of men don't like this whole exposing body thing. When you are with them, I don't know. When you are with them, when you're going for an occasion, when you're going for your party, it's okay to look good, sexy, classy. You know, there's classy, open classy.
Yes.
There's a way you're all bum-shirted, all skimpy, all miniskirt, but you look very classy. Because the moment you open your mouth, that's a classy woman out there. It doesn't matter, okay, this is not me, but it's the occasion I'm in and I have to blend in. And then nobody should judge anybody because the way they are. But when somebody comes to you and be like, oh, Perpetual, I want to learn to wear what you're wearing. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to wearing my ripped jean and all of that. Now, how do you tend to convince the person that this outfit of yours is just the perfect outfit for them?
So most times, I think it's comparison. Like when you come to me and then you tell me, this is where I'm going to. This is how I want to look.
Yeah.
Now I've seen your style. I bring up another style. I tell you, this will suit this occasion. But this is how it is. It is not as revealing as this one.
Right.
Why not try this for just a different look?
Yeah.
Because you cannot force them.
No, at all.
Expose them.
No, you
just
can't.
tell them, okay, this is for this occasion. Though yours is fine. This is good for the occasion. But for just a different look. Because I think your collections, your pictures, everything just shows a pattern of dressing. So let's try this time. If you don't like it, then don't wear it again. So when you tell them like that, just for a different look, girls, we just want to
okay, let's just try it now. Let me see how it goes.
Right. Different look. Right. And then you try to convince them that way. I bet you they try, because that's the easiest way to convince me.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, this will give you a different look.
Yeah, even if you look more gorgeous.
Yes,
you see this stuff?
Everybody that comes for this occasion will want to actually reveal.
You can even tell a lady, you see that man that is there, that crush that you have, trust me, when you wear this, he will look at you differently and be like, oh, really? Even when that crush is not there, you're imagining an unimaginable crush.
And then looking at you.
Right.
So I think with that, someone wants to actually try something different, just to give them that different look.
Oh, that's great. I really wanted to hear that, because you know it's not easy to convince people. To convince people, especially adults, like me, you can hardly convince me. If I want to eat rice, if you like, tell me that the rice in Chinese, this, that, like it's really hard for me. I can only sit down, check and balance.
Exactly.
Just imagine, okay, oh, Perpetual told me this, and I think is this. Okay, I mean, why not? You know, it's just that moment for you to make the decision. And I know that it's not easy to deal with people when you're into business. A lot of people think that this entrepreneurship is beans, but it's not beans. It's not even rice and beans. We're talking about yam. We're not even talking about yam. What's the most difficult thing to cook? What's the most difficult thing to cook?
Do you know banga?
Is it banga that banga is difficult to cook?
Banga for a very long time.
Okay, so maybe it's that banga. So maybe you put banga assorted together. I think all the difficult things, put them together. That's entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is patience, is kindness, is simplicity, is love, consistency. You have to be extremely friendly. to keep up with business. And I think when it comes to the fashion industry, there are lots of people out there and there's lots of competition. How do you even manage competition in the market?
You just have to do your thing. That's what I feel. You don't wake up in the morning and then you go on your social media and you're checking this brand.
Checking that brand, comparison.
Focus on your focus. Do what you know how to do. But
Read,
just
study.
as much as you're giving it your best. Every morning you wake up, just give your best shot. Every morning. There's someone that is watching that you don't know.
True.
But even you're having the 1 like, the 2 like, just keep it going. Don't consider. Most times there are some collections you just put out there, you'll be like, okay, and then someone likes it. Just that one person that likes that thing can give you 10 other people.
Genuinely.
That's how visibility starts.
True.
So don't go comparing with people
yourself,
that
people who are in the
that people know, because some people would not patronize you because you don't have a name. So just keep going.
In fact, a lot of people,
until you make
that name one step at a
you
time.
Don't stop. You just keep going. Every day, just show up. Show up for your brand. Show up for your business.
Don't give up.
What you're doing.
Even when it's slow.
Yes, do it with integrity. Be sure you want to satisfy your customer. Like when someone tells you, this is what I want an elaborate outfit, I want this, give it to them. As much as you've told them, okay, this is the consumption, this is the yards we are using this, and they say, yes, that is what I want, give it to them.
And sometimes, even when when you have a client who has so much doubt, and maybe, sometimes fashion designers, when they just speak to you, you're just tired. Because when they say, oh, your fabric, okay, how much do you make this dress? Your fabric, they pay 35,000. I'm like, Which economy? And all of that. So sometimes when you're having this kind of challenge, it's okay for you to say, okay, fine. How much will you make the dress for me? Let me buy my fabric. So that the issue doesn't come to the person making the dress. Sometimes when they make that outfit for you, you start thinking, oh, maybe they bought you a low quality fabric. And sometimes genuinely, some people, yes, do it. We can't hide that away from anybody. But there are people who are modest, honest in this business because they genuinely want to grow. So if you're having those kind of trust issues, or maybe you've experienced people who have lied on you, or they've done that to you, you end up paying so much money and you got like a bad fabric at the end of the day, please just go buy your fabric, go out there. Because I love to see ladies looking good. When I see a young woman looking good, I'm not trying to take the men out of it, but today we're just trying to focus on, I don't even know if you only make ladies or
male outfits.
Okay, so men, you guys are also involved in this. But then, when it comes to because that's what I know best. Because I'm a lady, I know that even much more better. I wear that, I buy fabrics, and I know how that is for me. Sometimes I don't even trust my fashion designer, because I'm like, okay, but this is not the fabric. But sometimes I buy the fabric, and what I imagine is not even exactly what it is. But not like the fabric is not good. And we also need to understand, and I think one thing we need to teach people is for people to know the difference between fabrics. Yes. People need to know what is crepe, what is chiffon, what is organza, what is mesh. Yes. People need to know those things, because sometimes, even me, sometimes I know fabric, but sometimes I see some pictures, I'm like, this fabric is Duchess. They say, no, it's Mikado. And I'm like, but it's not Mikado now, it's this, it's that. But at the end of the day, we come to people and like, okay, but it's Mikado, just buy Mikado, it's to come good on Mikado. And I would end up trying to buy Mikado, and it comes out good. Sometimes it might not be what I imagine in my head, but I will end up loving it. So I think we need to also know, as customers, as people who are so keen about looking good, looking beautiful, focusing on our outfit and trying to please people around us. So it's okay for us to, you can get your fabric, and when you trust your fashion designer, give her the room to be creative. Yes. And honestly, fashion designers need to really be creative, because guess what? A lot of young people right now want to copy. I've seen it. Yeah. That's what is happening to them. They want to copy those people who are there. It's okay for you to pick something from another person and recreate it. See, even Vicky J, she's not the first person to do what she's doing. She learned from someone. That's why we have role models. We have people we look up to. We have people who will love their styles and will want to just learn. Like me, I've done makeup. One thing, my best game is eyeshadow. Hey, if I make your eyeshadow for you, you just get lost. Do you get? Yeah. I trust myself on that, and then the skin prep, I know that. So I know that when it comes to skin prep and eyeshadow, no, you can't beat me. You can't beat me on that. I know how to combine colors. I know the foundation that suits your color. I can never make you up and your neck and your face is looking different, including your hands. it cannot. So, you know, that was my niche. And then I saw something with the person I learned from, and I like her brows. But then it was not really, that was what invited me to her. But that was not what I went for. Okay. Because I just felt like, okay, I like this thing about her, but I want to see where my strength is. And I knew my strength, and I built into that, and it gave me exactly what I wanted. So I feel a lot of people need to understand their niche, their passion. Okay, in this industry, I want to be specific. I want to be known for making nice tops, corporate dresses, and all of that. And you can't be overall, just the way you say. Like, I just want to cover you. I want you to look beautiful. Bring your style. Exactly. We recreate it for you. In fact, we can recreate the style that you have created and all of that. So I think that's just one thing that we all need to learn as young people. So for the last time, I just need you to tell me, moving forward, do you have anything you like to do differently from how you started? And also, how do you see yourself elevating? Because there's so much competition. What do you think you're going to do different with the way things are happening in the industry?
Yeah, I think for me is versatility. I've said that whenever I want to create something, just like you said, I just want to pick a design and then want to do that same design. I have to infuse some level of creativity in it to bring it to life in different form. So I think versatility works for me.
All right.
So as I progress in the industry, I'll just make sure my imperfections does not weigh me down
at all.
Every day
I like the
energy.
energy.
Improve. Every day I want to do better.
Always room for change.
I keep learning as I grow. So even if I see the big people there, I don't just look at them because I'm trying to envy
compete.
I want to learn.
Yeah.
I want to learn. It takes so much to get there. You don't wake up one morning and then
does it perfect?
No, you don't. So I just feel versatility will help me in this game.
All right, that was great. Like I just my advice to you, honestly, be versatile, because if you can have this so much and you trust, you know, you're your number one fan.
Exactly.
You know yourself, but you know a lot of people say, oh, you can't know yourself. No, don't compliment yourself. Please compliment yourself if you have to. Sometimes I look at myself and say, Annamel, God, why? You're so beautiful. You're so smart. You know, there are things that you tell yourself, and it comes to reality. There's power in the tongue. When you tell yourself you can do it, you can do it. And trust me, it's so hard sometimes that you feel so down about yourself. There's so much challenge in the business industry that you just feel like, God, I just want to give up. I've given up on it before. Exactly. I have, because I'm like, okay, maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Not because it's not good, not because it's not a good thing. It's always good. There's just joy in being independent and making your own money, but there is difficulty in making your money. We cannot even shy away from that. There is difficulty from making your money, but then the key line to this is go for what you want, go for it. You know, most of the time we come here, talk about entertainment, we love it, but we have to be realistic. We need to tell ourselves and encourage ourselves to do good, to do better. We have people who look up to us. We have younger ones, I don't know if you have one, but then we have younger ones who, when they see us, they're like, I just want to be like you. But if you're not doing it right, there's nobody that will look at you out there, like your younger ones basically. Your younger ones might want to be like you for doing bad, but trust me, that's not what you want to. That's not the what you call. That's not the line you want to draw for them. That's not the model you want to actually create for them. There's something you want, but maybe situations and times are not letting you. But then don't give up on yourself. No matter the challenge, whether you're into fashion, whether you're whatever kind of entrepreneurship you're into right now, please just keep pushing. Money is not coming in for anybody. It's hard to make money. Money is not flowing the way it was 3 years ago or even 5 years ago, but then you elevate, you grow while in it. The currency is getting weaker and weaker every day, but you keep pushing. It's like more challenges, more money if you have to keep the standard. Now for young people, now my advice to everybody, which I almost say it every day, do not give up.
Do not give up.
Never ever think of giving up. Giving up is not an option. If you give up, you'll be hungry, you'll be dirty. That skincare you are skincaring, you can't do it anymore. So to Perpetual, just give us one advice to all the young people out there, including myself.
The advice is just keep moving. Focus on your focus. Keep creating your designs. Whatever you're creating, whatever you're buying, whatever you're selling, just keep doing it with all sincerity and honesty. And trust me, the sky will only be your starting point.
Yeah, and thank you to Perpetual, because you guys, that's the sky. Yeah. Like, I love this boy, you know, it makes me just look like this baby girl, like I'm just a kid. But then you will send me money. I'm just kidding. But then you see my bow, I love it. It's so cute. And I think I'm going to rock it better within the week. So just stay tuned and also join all my programs on Launch Global every day 12:30. You need to learn how to make sure that your skin is glowing. You need to learn how to eat very well and keep your nutrition in check. You need to also learn how to eat your food well so that you will make sure that all the food you're eating is well balanced every day. You need to look out for your health every day because health is wealth. Thank you for catching up with us today on Entertainment Circle. Thank you, Perpetual, for being our guest today and talking about fashion and also encouraging so many young people who feel like there's no even hope in life and then what they are doing. It's not easy, but then it's worth it. So do not give up. Today is one day that we want to encourage you and tell you, yes, we know it's difficult, it's challenging, but that difficulty doesn't apply to you because you can do it 100%. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. I am still your baby girl, Annamel Joseph. Annamel Joseph, well, you can call me anyone. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and enjoy your weekend as well. See you next week. Bye.